Dereck Chisora says he wants Usyk fight after he beats Derek Price on Saturday night. Let's talk about it. What's up, sports world? It's your boy, ItsJustBoxing. I'm on BoxingNews24.com. Let's get into it. Dereck Chisora is ready and willing to take on former unified cruiserweight champion Alexander Usyk after he deals with David Price this Saturday night at the O2 Arena in London, England. Chisora is bringing in a record of 31 wins and 9 losses with 22 knockouts. Isn't impressed with Usyk juggling all the movement that he uses, and he's ready to give him a proper welcome into the heavyweight division. Would Matchroom Boxing be willing to let Usyk fight Dereck Chisora? I don't think so. That's very doubtful. Usyk credentials are as an Olympic gold medalist and former unified cruiserweight champion is what makes him valuable to the promotional company. Excuse me. And Dereck Chisora could wreck things by beating him before they put him in the Anthony Joshua or Andy Ruiz Jr. fight. Like I stated in other videos, Usyk is bringing in a record of 17 wins and 0 losses with 13 knockouts. Recently made his heavyweight debut against Chaz Witherspoon, who brought in a record of 38 wins and 4 losses with 29 knockouts, and stopping him in the 7th round on October 12th on DAZN in Chicago, Illinois. The performance and the opponent for Usyk were underwhelming. Usyk looked weak and was hit by solid shots from Witherspoon before the 38-year-old heavyweight faded. But Witherspoon was brought in as a late replacement for Tyrone Sponge, who tested positive for a banned substance, was taken out of the fight. He did not test positive for no banned substance. That's a lie. But Dereck Chisora would be a risky fight for Usyk at this point. And I doubt it very seriously if they're gonna put him in now with Dereck Chisora. It's highly unlikely that Usyk at 32 would take Chisora up on his offer to fight him, and he's the world boxing, the WBO organization mandatory to the WBO heavyweight champion Andy Ruiz Jr. So Usyk has an excellent chance of fighting the winner of the December 7th rematch between Anthony Joshua and Andy Ruiz Jr. But the word is that Usyk doesn't want any more warm-up fights at heavyweight before he challenges for the world title. He's had his one heavyweight fight against Witherspoon, and he's ready to fight the winner of the rematch between Joshua and Ruiz. It is understandable why Usyk wouldn't want to take any more fights between that one, since he's assured of a huge payday when he challenges for the title. With Chisora's power, he could end Usyk's title dreams if he lands cleanly. Usyk didn't look like a world beater against Witherspoon. No, he didn't. At 215 pounds, Usyk looked like a cruiserweight that was taken on old and over-the-hill heavyweight. Nothing had changed in Usyk's game since his time in the cruiserweight division. He didn't look any more power than he was previously had. He wasn't that fast. The only way Usyk doesn't get the Joshua Ruiz 2 fight, if the IBF insists mandatory, Kubrat Pulev comes first. So there are 2 mandatory defenses due at the same time. With the IBF and the WBO, Matchroom Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn suspected one of the 2 titles would likely be vacated by Joshua versus Ruiz Jr. winner. It's possible that the WBO belt will be vacated. Pulev 39 is the easiest option for Joshua or Ruiz to fight because they wouldn't need to deal with movement. He would be there to be hit. Man, it's funny, man. Man, this thing is so funny, bro. So immediately after the fight, it doesn't matter who wins, one of the titles will be vacated. So I already know that if Joshua wins, that Eddie Hearn is going to have him to vacate one of those belts. So how do you... so if Andy Ruiz Jr. wins, why would he have to vacate both belts? Why he couldn't satisfy both of the mandatories in next year? One the earliest that he can fight, and the one in the middle. I mean, he can he can take a fight in February or March, and then fight in June or July. So then he can satisfy both mandatories. See, the issue is they don't want if Andy Ruiz Jr. beats Anthony Joshua. The issue is they don't want him to fight Deontay Wilder for undisputed. That's the issue. That's the problem, and that's what these sanctioning bodies are trying to avoid. They don't want a unified champion. They know that if Andy Ruiz Jr. wins, the chances of Deontay Wilder becoming the undisputed heavyweight champion is more than likely. Because I don't see Ruiz beating Deontay Wilder. If Deontay Wilder get past Ortiz, Andy Ruiz Jr. handle his business, most likely they know that title fight is gonna happen. Unless Tyson Fury somehow exercise his right to fight Deontay Wilder. Which I don't know what's going on with that situation, because all of a sudden now, he's doing wrestling now. He's trying to build his fan base up so he can, have something to bring to the table. It's ridiculous, man. But beating Usyk would give Chisora a chance to fight for a world title, and that's something that Matchroom Boxing don't want. I don't think Eddie Hearn's not gonna put Usyk in it with Dereck Chisora. It would be an excellent payday for Chisora if he can somehow get a fight against Usyk, and it would give him a chance to earn the title shot against Joshua or Ruiz Jr. If Chisora beats Usyk, he would be the new WBO mandatory, and it would be him that challenges for a world title. It would have been better if Matchroom had matched Usyk against a solid heavyweight like Chisora for him to prove himself before fighting the winner of the Joshua and Ruiz Jr. fight. Why would they do that though? It's better for them if the unbeaten Usyk fights for the title. Obviously, looking at Usyk's performance against Witherspoon, he doesn't look like he's cut out to fight a heavyweight. He's too weak, slow, and he marks up too easily. To add to all of that, Usyk isn't young at 32. He's about to turn 33 years old, and he doesn't have a lot of time before he's too old. That's what I'm saying, man. I love the sport of boxing, man, but man, the politics make it so hard for you to love it, and it's like I see why a lot of fans stay away from boxing. I understand because it's so there's so many politics that's in this sport game, and man, some guys are just overhyped. Some guys, just have the complexion for the protection, and they're able to move in a manner that black fighters are not able to move in. Black fighters don't have that luxury to be moved like that. You see what's going on. Bob Arum, Top Rank, dealing with Terrence Crawford. He's not being promoted the way he's supposed to be promoted, and even though he's the best fighter on Top Rank, ESPN promotes him as if he's, second, third, fourth class citizen, because ESPN just removed a loss off of Vasily Lomachenko's record and aired it on national television last Saturday during the Beterbiev and Vasquez fight. This is the type of stuff that black fighters are up against. This old media that just would not die out and go away. They don't want African American fighters, black fighters, whatever you want to call us, on an even playing field. Black fighters had generated a lot of money over the years in the sport of boxing. White fighters are not generating that type of money in the sport of boxing. It's beyond me why they don't respect the black dollar when all the top fighters have been black or African American. But somehow we always wind up at the bottom and having to constantly prove ourselves. And guys like Vasily Lomachenko and Usyk are given handouts. Alexander Usyk is in line for a title shot with one fight in the heavyweight division against a guy that has been past his prime, that was 4 or 5 days removed from being at home or whatever he was doing. He beat him barely because Witherspoon faded in the 5th, 6th, and 7th round. He couldn't go in. He couldn't go any further. And now this guy is in line for a WBO title shot against the winner of Andy Ruiz Jr. and Anthony Joshua. It's just boxing, and I'm out, man. Don't forget to like the video, share the video. You can hate the video, subscribe, smash that bell icon to get notification of all new videos that's coming. It's just boxing, and I'm out. Peace.